Hey, Gateway. As all of you know by now, all you gotta do is watch the news to see that this whole coronavirus thing has really taken over. Everything we hear about is coronavirus. All the news we get is coronavirus. And as you know, just a short 13 weeks ago, the first case of coronavirus hit the Wuhan in China. And now, just 13 weeks later, short weeks, it's really starting to spread across the globe. As we record this, 16 countries around the world have already quarantined their people, their schools, and they're taking every precaution necessary. Even here in the United States, we see sports leagues making decisions to ban people from locker rooms. I saw in Kentucky they're requesting that no churches meet and other people who meet indoors stop meeting. And it's just a matter of time, I believe, until some of these precautions we take get greater and greater. With that said, this morning, a little after 8 o'clock, somebody with inside information about the coronavirus gave me a phone call, and their report was a little scary, to be honest. What we're not hearing and what we don't know is that coronavirus is closer to home than we even realize. And this individual, they highly recommended that as a church we take every precaution necessary to protect our people. And their advice was that we put a pause on or postpone every single thing we're doing as a church except for the Sunday worship service. So after talking with Bob and Adam and Joe and others, we have come to the conclusion that it is wise of us to put a stop to Theology Matters, our Friday night youth group, also morning Sunday school classes. Also, I talked with Shenty and the Agape Homeschooling Group. They are going to suspend using our facility starting after today. The reason we're doing this is because in these classrooms, per this individual, we're in close quarters, intimate quarters, and this virus could stay on the surface of anything from wood to metal to carpet to the wall for 2+ weeks, and is highly contagious. And in small intimate groups like Sunday school class or Theology Matters, we tend to do a lot of talking to one another. We tend to do a lot of talking back and forth, sharing materials, sharing handouts, sharing Bibles, sharing pens, perhaps coughing on a table, and the virus could stay on those surfaces, like I said, for over 2 weeks. So it's a very dangerous area, and an area that is easy for this virus to spread. So we want to postpone everything, considering really even the demographic of our church. At least half of our church represents senior ages and older, and as you've seen the news, our seniors are the ones who are being affected most by this virus. So know that we are taking every precaution possible. We are disinfecting. Tina's constantly spraying. We are wiping. We are wearing gloves. We are trying to make it as safe as possible here. But that is getting harder and harder because supplies are pretty much gone. You can't find alcohol in stores. You can't find antibacterial wipes. You can't find Lysol. You can't find anything like that anymore. So it's getting to the point where we're not even going to be able to properly keep our church clean. So right now, church, in a nutshell, what I'm saying is this is very serious. It's very serious and something we need to take seriously. And we're going to do just that. We are going to continue to have our Sunday morning worship service only at 11 o'clock. The reason that's a little safer environment, again, according to this person, is because we're not really talking to one another. We are kind of just sitting, listening, singing, praying, and then leaving. We're not engaging. There's no tables. There's nothing we're really sharing. So as of right now, it's a much safer environment for us to meet in. But the caution there is this, and this is what I was asked to tell you guys. Please, starting this Sunday, take every precaution. Let's not, as much as I'm a hugger, I love to hug, let's not hug, let's not kiss, let's not even shake hands, and let's not even do the elbow pump, because what happens is when we sneeze or cough, most of the time it goes into our elbow, and that's the last thing we'd want to touch somebody else with. So please, let's start this week taking those precautions, giving a 6-foot radius around people, just to play it safe. Guys, we can never be too safe. The last thing we want is for this to hit closer to home. So this is just the update I wanted to give you. Obviously, it's not really what I want to give. It's not what I want to do. It's not the desire of my heart to see us have to pull back a little bit on the functions we do here around the church. But again, it's necessary, and getting inside information that, to be honest, I can't even share with you right now. This is a no-brainer. We have to stop and postpone and we're going to do it for 1 month until we reevaluate where this virus is and what's happening and any of the maybe advancements in medicine or technology they have at that point. So I will keep you updated. If you have any questions, please feel free to call me. Lord willing, we'll see you all Sunday. And just be careful. Be careful, not just at church, but even in supermarket stores, out anywhere you are. And obviously, we have a God who is over everything. He's a sovereign God who's ruling over everything. So we need not fear, but we should take precaution. All right, guys, I love you. And we'll see you guys, hopefully, again, Lord willing, on Sunday as we continue our walk through the Gospel of John, John chapter 17, a great verse where we get to see an intimate Jesus praying for his people, and we're going to unpack that and apply it to our lives. So see you Sunday. Love you guys.